Happy holidays, Pine Belt. We're exactly 1 week from Thanksgiving.
7 days.
7 days.
Remember that movie?
Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, gosh. And so 3 weeks from?
The beginning of Hanukkah.
And 39, hold on, let me say this with all the love in my heart. And 39 days until Christmas, which means, Ryan, it's time to shop on a scale from naughty to nice. How prepared are you?
Which one's the bad one?
Naughty.
That one.
Oh, you're naughty?
I haven't bought a single thing.
Oh, well, I'm in between. I have some, I don't have all.
I have a few, I get for a few people, which I think is like a husband-wife thing. Wife generally gets the bulk of the items, and then we have our few people. So that's the system we have. It's worked, I guess. All
right. Well, I buy for a lot, so even though I have some, I guess I'm technically behind. Well, whether you've checked off every item on your list or you're feeling the holiday hustle like we kind of are, Pine Belt small businesses have you covered. This weekend, several cities are hosting Shop First events and expos. So we're going to start things off in Petal with more than 20-year-old tradition, Shop Petal First. The event kicks off today and runs through Saturday with exclusive discounts, unique gifts, and more than $3,000 in prizes available throughout the city. You can find a full list of participating businesses online at shoppetalfirst.net.
Looking pretty good. And across the Leaf River, kickstart your gift giving with the 12th annual Pine Belt Holiday Expo at the historic train depot this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Shop local and find everything from soaps and candles to jewelry and clothes. Expect to see vendors lining the depot, along with live music, food trucks, and fun for the kids, of course.
Chris Kringle keeps it local too, boosting Pine Belt businesses with Santa Shops Covington County First. The annual event starts today and runs through November 27th. 35 county businesses are participating, offering shoppers a chance to win store-specific door prizes and entering them into a bigger drawing with grand prizes of $100, $300, and $500. The big drawing will be held on November 30th. For more details, visit our website, WDAM.com. I'm so excited to shop because you know what ends up happening, Ryan? I see something, I'm like, oh, that'll be perfect for so-and-so. And I keep looking at it, keep reading about it, and then it becomes a gift for me.
Yep, that's usually. I'm easy to get for because you just buy some Legos or some toys and I'm fine.
Or albums.
Yes, or album. I'm a big record guy. But other than that, like I'm kind of like I buy myself stuff that I want. Generally, so. It makes it difficult. It sounds like you're the same. Well, see,
yeah, I'm a bit of the same way, but you're like my husband. By the time I get to the end of the year and I'm thinking of what to get him, he's already just purchased whatever he wanted throughout the year.
Yeah, I got it. I already got everything I wanted.
No,
so
well,
figure it out.
You're easy to shop for because you get nothing.
Nothing at all. All right. And after all that shopping for other people or yourself, treat yourself. With some sugar cane syrup. Landrum's Homestead and Village is hosting a special event for visitors this Saturday and making the Southern staple the old-fashioned way with a mule. But he won't be working alone. A trained syrup maker will also be on hand for this unique demonstration. Tickets are $12 each, and kids 3 and under get in free. Best of all, host biscuits and syrup samples will be available. Again, this event is Saturday at Landrum's Farm in Laurel starting at 9 a.m.
That was a cool video because I think I saw Santa Claus and 2 humongous turkeys. Did you see those turkeys?
I did not see the turkeys.
I would have to head out there just to see that turkeys get
if they're that big.
Yeah. Holy cow. All right, switching gears now. This weekend, the Southern Miss Powwow returns to Spirit Park. Presented in part by the USM Golden Eagle Intertribal Society, this annual celebration highlights the cultures and traditions of Native people in the Pine Belt and beyond. The powwow is free and everyone is invited to come out. It's going to run from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. Saturday on USM's campus with events throughout the day. So be ready for powwow dancers, music, and art, plus food from local vendors. So much to do this weekend.
Oh, we usually seem to have a pretty stacked weekend update. We got a lot going on around here.
A lot going on, and it's just going to keep that way. You know, the end of the year ends up being jam-packed for Just about everybody. Not just events around the Pine Belt, but everybody.
All the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All of it out there.
You're going to tell us about the coast, because you know all
Yeah, it's not just up here, you know, where the things happen. Down on the coast, splash into serenity and flow like a fish. With Fin and Zen Yoga. That was hard to say. Fin and Zen Yoga at the Mississippi Aquarium. In this bi-monthly fitness event, you can enjoy the sights of sharks, stingrays, and reef fish while you dive into body and mind alignment. Doors open at 8:30 Sunday morning, and class begins around 8:45. You should bring your own mat, a towel, and a water bottle. They won't be provided at the event. And tickets are $30 for non-members and $20 for members, and they include admission to the aquarium. You can buy your ticket online at the Mississippi Aquarium's website.
That sounds like an event for you, because you do some stretches here.
I do a lot of good stretching. And I think that it would, like, generally I find it hard to relax anyway, like yoga, you know, people find the zen. I struggle to find that, because this is always about a million.
Always going.
Always going. So I think if we added some fish,
if you stare into the aquariums, get your yoga mat out, I guarantee you'll probably be able to slow your brain down.
I think so.
You should try it.
That would be something right there, definitely.
And it's in your backyard.
And you get to stay dry.
Always a plus. We're going to stay at the aquarium this weekend. Action-packed fun and a chance for your kids to meet their heroes. That's right. PJ Masks are taking a trip to Gulfport. Are you familiar with PJ Masks?
Yes, my son loves PJ Masks.
Yes, my little girl does too. The terrific trio takes a break from solving mysteries and fighting crime to pose for pictures and dole out super hugs. It all starts Saturday from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. The meet and greet is included with general admission into the aquarium. Breezy, sunny, and warm. Saturday is shaping up to be perfect for road trip weather. But what about the rest of the weekend?
Well, it's looking pretty good. I'm still excited about the PJ Masks thing. Yeah.
PJ Masks.
Yeah, she watched it. She watches it. It's actually a fairly decent show.
It is.
As far as kids shows, some of them are awful.
It gets my attention. That and Bluey gets my attention.
Yeah, that and Bluey. I'll watch them by myself.
I watch Bluey alone. Well, this makes me sound weird. But I watch Bluey alone all the time.
We're way off. Bluey's a good show, though. Absolutely. But absolutely right. You know, the weekend's coming up. We've had kind of an interesting one recently with all the clouds and the rain, which we haven't seen much of. Of course, it wasn't a lot of rain. It shouldn't have ruined anyone's plans for the most part. 2/100ths of an inch here in Laurel. So it just kind of was just enough of like a drizzle. You see the ground here. There's like no puddles or anything. It's just damp. Like it was just enough to keep everything just the slightest bit wet out there, which is really helping. It now has dropped off, I believe, with Wayne County having done their meeting today about it. I believe all the county burn bans are now lifted, the burn bans. Now, there is still drought conditions in the area. I mentioned we'd have to get like over a foot of rain to really do some work with that. But the burn bans are good, as far as I am aware. Of course, we'll keep you updated on that here on Channel 7. Looking outside, 59 degrees, which is pretty much where we've been all day long. All day yesterday, we were in the mid to upper 50s. Our high ended up being right around 60 degrees. Today it's going to jump almost 10 degrees above that. You can see the last 24 hours. We talked about rain. It looked like it could rain at any given moment for the last 5 days, I would say. But it really just hasn't all that much. You can still see the clouds sticking with us here. You can see that initial little couple of blips still holding on. Those dropped off. I did see some sprinkles out there this morning, but they, again, they dropped off pretty quickly. And we're going to warm pretty rapidly from here. The rain-cooled air is now no longer going to keep us here at the warmest. This is where we maxed out yesterday, and we're already there at 1044. So we're going to go up a little bit, getting up into about the upper 60s, low 70s. Wouldn't surprise me to see 70, but I believe I have 69 for Hattiesburg's high today. You can see that temperature change just starting to go positive in some areas more so than others, but you can expect this to be around plus 10 by the time we head into about the 4 o'clock hour and hit our warmest. And you can see the next 12 hours here are devoid of any rain chances, even those random 10% that we couldn't just quite shake. So we're good on rain for a little while, but you can see some more is coming up there as we head into next week. Another front brewing. I'm largely starting to shift it more towards the front of the week, where yesterday it was basically split between Monday and Tuesday. Now Monday basically a washout, and our first setup that could bring us a potential for thunderstorms. Not a typical severe weather setup, but definitely has some of the hallmarks and will need to be watched as we get a little closer to it. Again, that's happening next week. In the meantime, we just warm up. Look at all these 70s here, above average or average right there for Sunday. We'll see a good bit of sun here for Saturday and Sunday. Friday, still a few clouds holding on, and then Monday, of course, those clouds come rushing back, and that brings that active weather and our next big fall cool down, taking us 10 or more degrees below average. So that low that moved through yesterday and kept everything nice and cloudy and cool. And you know, I was kind of looking at everything yesterday, and for all of you guys who want snow out there, if we have a setup like we had yesterday with the low just to the south of us and kind of circulating everything through and colder air coming in, if that same setup happens in January, might happen for you, might happen. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. Either way, as we head into the beginning of next week, here comes that next front, just a smattering of showers on the back end of Sunday. Then you see that big surge, those long streamlines. That's what I'm talking about, setting up the stage for the potential for some severe weather. When you have strong winds like that coming in with a front, you typically can call that a low-level jet, and that helps feed those storms. Then you see them flare up as we head through the night and into Tuesday before they finally start to dry up. You saw those streamlines stretching out again as we went into Tuesday, bringing in that cooler, drier air. So all the fans of the cooler weather have had a pretty good time over the last week, with the temperatures dipping down into the 40s at their lowest and generally averaging the 50s. Now you see the next several days will be 60s to 70s before that cool down arrives Tuesday as the sun starts coming back out. And shortly after that Wednesday there, next Wednesday, we'll see a couple of frosty starts again.
All right. Thank you so much, Ryan. And that is it for your weekend preview.
Well, thanks for joining us, and you guys have a fantastic Thursday. We'll see you at midday.